Do I think that Starfield is going to fail? Yes and no. Do I think it's a very ambitious game? Yes, it's arguably the most ambitious game ever made. Apparently, there's 1,000 worlds, 1,000 planets. Um, it's shipping on multiple consoles, is my understanding. I think it's PC, Xbox Series X, S. I don't know if it's on last gen, and if it is, that's not going to be good. But here are my worries and concerns for this game. There's basically three, I guess you could say. Number one, it's the creation engine. It's the game engine that they're using to build the game on. For those of you that have played anything by Bethesda, or most games by Bethesda, not Doom, but Fallout, Elder Scrolls. I think those are the two big ones, and Elder Scrolls Online. The engine that they use is very old. The tech is very outdated. Yes, they say they updated it. It's called the Creation Engine. But I can already tell just by looking at the footage, like, this is 30 frames, which it has to be. The game is so large, and the technology is just not there to run it, at 60. So I think the engine is going to cause problems for this game. I really do. The glitches and the frame rate and, the different hiccups that are going to occur. I also think that the second issue is Bethesda's history recently. They have been, with Fallout 76 and like the mobile games and stuff, they're on shaky waters. They're on shaky waters, to say the least, right? With the fans. So I think that's an issue for them. They tend to overpromise and underdeliver, similar to how, Elon Musk has been doing with Tesla for a few years now. Hopefully with the Cybertruck that'll start changing in 2024 when that comes. But they always promise a bunch of things, and then it just doesn't seem to come to fruition, come to reality when the game comes out. So that's the second thing. And then the third reason I think it might fail, honestly, is I think it's too big. I think it's too much quantity and not enough quality. With 1,000 worlds, to me, like, this is all just my opinion, right? I don't think you can have enough bespoke animations, characters, hands-on passion that was built into the game. I think a lot of it's going to be AI computer generated, which, while being vast and large, it will lack the intimacy and the compassion that you would get with a smaller, more linear, or more, condensed type game. They say they've been working on it for 25 years, which is just absolutely mind-blowing when you really think about it. I mean, to work on anything for that long is just, that's a lifelong task, half of a life, you know what I mean? To work on any one project. So I think it's too large. If I was in charge, or my advice would have been, instead of making 1,000 planets, let's do 9. Let's just do the solar system, just our solar system, right? The Milky Way galaxy, just our specific solar system here. And focus on making 9 planets, Neptune, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Venus. All of these planets, really dense, really compact, with bespoke storylines and varied environments. Instead of having 1,000 where it's like, how different is each one going to be? And even if they are different, what is there to do on these planets besides we see them running around, like mining materials a lot of times. And I just don't know how fun or how engaging that's going to be. But there's so many good things. Like I said, this game could go either way. Because you can build your own ship, you can do space exploration, space combat, you have jetpacks. I mean, it's remarkable, right? They got, actual physics going on with the rotation of planets around their sun. There's so many promising things with this game. So if I had to put a number on it, I think it's going to get a 7 out of 10 on Metacritic. I think you're going to have your diehard fans that love it give it 10s, and then I think you're going to have your really hypercritical people that will give it, 5s and below. And I think it'll average out. I think it'll end up being around a 7, because I just don't see how you're going to make this game for 25 years and it just is absolute garbage. That would absolutely that would shock me if it's absolute trash. I don't think it's going to be absolute trash. I hope not, anyway, for the gaming industry as a whole. But I do think that they overextended their reach. And there's only, there's 3 months left to find out, but that's what my thoughts are. Could it be on Game of the Year list with Zelda, probably Final Fantasy 16, and Spider-Man 2? Yeah, and Resident Evil 4. Those will probably be the Game of the Year's contenders. Who knows? So those are my thoughts on Starfield, guys. Do I think it's going to fail? Maybe. So what do you guys think? Some parts of it look absolutely drop-dead gorgeous, and other parts, not so much. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I do believe that it's going to have some problems, unfortunately. I'm scared it's going to be like another Cyberpunk 2077. That's like the best way I can put it. I'm scared it's going to be another one of those situations where the game is just too large for its own good. All right, we'll see.